Greetings from the harvest fields of the world. It's almost the end of June now, so I would like to give a report on what we have accomplished together this first half of 2019 for the expansion of God's kingdom. If you pause and think about it, isn't this just about one of the most important things we can do? Isn't this why we are here on earth in the first place? So I'm so glad that we get to partner together for this most important task. I can't believe it, but I've traveled and did ministry in Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Nepal, UAE, New Delhi, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan. It's been a busy 6 months. Let me share with you what we did there. First, in Pakistan, we officiated and started our Bible school. This is a very significant step towards training more church planters and leaders to build an indigenous Christian movement in this very challenging country. This year, they have baptized more than 500 new believers. We have a 5-year plan to reach each of Pakistan's 7 provinces and all 73 cities with over 1 million population. We will not stop until every person in Pakistan can hear the gospel and have access to a church. I also made my second visit to Saudi Arabia. Saudi is definitely one of the toughest places on earth to be a follower of Jesus, let alone to evangelize and plant churches. Yet that is exactly what we are doing there. We started a Bible school on video, so we are training leaders, and we have one church already in Jeddah. We have a very dedicated team here in Jeddah. Nepal was definitely a highlight as we dedicated our church and Bible school's new building in Kathmandu. It is a huge sanctuary that seats 650 people, plus a 5-story office, classrooms, and dorm for the Bible school. The project cost around $700,000 and it is now completed. Praise God! This is a culmination of 11 years of ministry that started with only 3 people. The chicken farm is going well, producing 40,000 chicken a year, and now expanded to goat, rabbit, catfish, and tomato plantation. UAE, United Arab Emirates. I ministered in several Urdu congregations in Sharjah, which is near Dubai, UAE. The Pakistani Christian diaspora has facilitated the spread of the gospel in many Muslim countries. In places like Qatar and Dubai, many of these workers meet others from Muslim nations, and evangelism and discipleship happen. These activities would have been virtually impossible in their own countries like Saudi, Kuwait, Yemen, Iraq, etc. But since they are all foreigners here, they face less risk. This is my first time ministering in New Delhi. We did a pastors' conference that was received very well and pioneered a church here. In India, we have centers in the south, in Guntur, then in northeast, in Siliguri, then in Mumbai area, and now in New Delhi area. We also just purchased a piece of land for our work in Siliguri, northeast India, which is also our springboard for our Bhutan ministries. Central Asia. The 5 countries of Central Asia have been in my heart a long time, and finally I got to go to Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. We did leadership conferences in these 2 countries. It is astonishing to me how much they are in need of the gospel. Money from the Middle East is flowing in to radicalize these countries. In Kyrgyzstan alone, with a population of 6 million, 98% of which are Muslims, 3,000 mosques have been built in recent years. In Kazakhstan, people are protesting the Islamization of their culture. The capital, Astana, just went through a name change to Nur Sultan to reflect a more Muslim future of the nation. Besides these ministry trips, we are also supporting our missionary in Aceh through a micro-enterprise project. We also have a missionary in Bima reaching out to children through education. These are some of the most unreached places on earth. So this is what we have done so far with your support. In the second half of the year, this is what we plan and need to do. First, this July, we will have our 30th annual summer mission. We will be going to Timor Island, and we will do 6 big crusades, and we hope to reach up to 100,000 people through it. And we will also do major outreaches through No Apologies, which promotes no sex before marriage in the public schools, and also conduct children crusades in 4 cities. Then in August, we have our annual IFJF conference in Jakarta, and actually it is a very strategic conference to train and equip our international leaders. We are sponsoring about 50 leaders from East and West Africa, Pakistan, Nepal, India, Saudi Arabia, and Kyrgyzstan. Then in September, we will start our crusade program in Tanzania. We have built the stage, and we need to purchase the sound system and the lighting, and we need to raise money for it. But this September, we pray to reach at least 20,000 people. With this equipment, we will continue the crusades all year long, reaching hundreds of thousands of people. We will also be conducting our pastors training retreat for East Africa. About 500 pastors and leaders will be there in this 3-day event in Uganda. Then in November, we will go to Pakistan for our annual pastors conference there to equip them for the great task they face, reaching the whole country. I will also conduct specialized training for our missionaries near the border of Afghanistan, where there are just about 0 Christians and churches there. This will be a 3-day retreat for 150 plus pastors and leaders. So please be praying with us for these projects, and I believe God will work through our partnership for His own kingdom and glory. I look forward to hearing from you as the Lord speaks to you. Let's do this together for the sake of the kingdom. Thank you for your support and prayer. God bless you.